Erev Tov, good evening, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
We come together to celebrate Shabbat with faces familiar and less familiar. We come together to bless and to be blessed. We come together to rejoice this summer. And we come together to sing on this Shabbat. And being that this is the time of year when Cantor gets to go to conferences and we all get to go to camp, we've got a few new songs, a few new melodies this evening, a few new tunes for us to attune to engage in our Shabbat worship. But we'll begin with what we are familiar with. If you turn to page 10, Ma Yafeh Hayom, how beautiful it is this day. Page 10.
Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. 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 Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
Let's turn now in our prayer books to pages 2 and 3. Pages 2 and 3, and let's rise for the blessing of our Sabbath lights. We'll be led in that blessing this evening by Randy Abrams. Pages 2 and 3.
O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness, help us to find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives. Bless all who enter this sanctuary in need, all who bring the offering of their hearts. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, peace, and love. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'chadlik ner shal Shabbat.
Amen.
Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the lights of Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner, lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. We can be seated, and let's continue on page 20 as we join together in singing Lecha Dodi, verses 1, 2, 5, and 9, remembering to rise to greet the Sabbath bride on the last verse. Page 20. Lecha Dodi likrat kala Penei Shabbat לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
שמוע וזכור בדיבור אחד, ישמיענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה.
לך דתי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דתי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נשוכה. סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דתי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דתי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי. אורי, אורי, שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דתי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דתי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמונה עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דתי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דתי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. Continue on page 22.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, ואמונתך בלילות. Starts at the third line down. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון, להגיד בבוקר חסדך, ואמונתך בלילות. צדיק אתה מה יברח, כארז בלבנון יזכה, שתולים בבית אדוני, בחצוצרות אלוהינו יבריחו. עוד ינובון בשיבה, דשנים ורענים יהיו, לחגיד כי אשר אדוני, צורי ולא הבלעת בו. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני.
We have welcomed Shabbat, but we have not yet had a chance to welcome each other. And there are so many guests and new faces in the congregation this evening. I would invite us to turn to the people around us, especially to people we don't know or we may have only seen but have never introduced ourselves before, and wish them, you can get out of your chair if you want to, wish them a Shabbat Shalom, introduce yourself, be nice to one another, be friendly to one another.
Shabbat shalom. My mic is on.
For some reason I missed something, just look at me and mouth it. But I should be fine.
It's all the same.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Shabbat is a time of renewal, and by introducing ourselves to new people, by receiving and giving smiles and greetings to people we don't necessarily know or know well, may we be renewed on this Shabbat.
Amen.
May we feel a sense of chidush this Shabbat. You can find Chatzi Kaddish on page 145.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה,
Amen.
בעלמא יברח חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בגלה ובזמן קריב ימרו, אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך, לעולם עולם מעלמיה, יתברך, יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלה, שמי דקודשה בריחו לאלה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה
תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן בעלמא
וימרו אמן. Yai nai nai, yai nai 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 nai, yai nai nai, yai nai 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 nai, yai nai 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 nai, yai nai nai, yai nai 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 nai, yai nai 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 nai, yai nai nai, yai nai 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 nai, yai nai nai. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Vaed. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Vaed. Yai nai nai, yai nai 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 nai, yai nai nai, yai nai 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 nai, yai nai nai, yai nai nai nai, yai nai nai, yai nai 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 nai nai, yai nai nai, yai nai 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 nai.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim b'chochma poteach sha'arim ubitfuna mishane itim umachalif et hazmanim umisader et hakochavim b'mishmerotehem barakia kirtzono borei yom v'layla golel or mipnei choshech v'choshech mipnei or Ma'avir yom umevi laila, umavdil bein yom uvein laila, Adonai tzavaot shemo, El chai v'kayam tamid imloch aleinu le'olam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim. In each age we receive and transmit Torah. At each moment we are addressed by the world.
In each age we are challenged by our ancient teaching. At each moment, we stand face to face with truth.
In each age, we add our wisdom to that which has gone before. At each moment, the knowing heart is filled with wonder.
In each age, the children of Torah become its builders and seek to set the world firm on a foundation of truth.
Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod, Shem Kevod, Malchuto, Leolam, Leolam Vaed. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם, אמת.
Bottom of 151. We worship the power that unites the universe, a promise of harmony for all. Yet not one.
And it's equal.
Before our eyes there is a vision of perfection, order, and goodness.
There is evil enough to break the heart, and there is good enough to exalt the soul.
When will redemption come?
When we grant everyone what we claim for ourselves.
Long ago we escaped the tyranny of Egypt. Our people saw the power of the Most High.
We learned God's presence redeems time and event,
So we celebrate this power that makes for freedom.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות עושה פלא. Try it with me. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות עושה פלא. Who is like you? Who is like you? Who is like you? Adonai. Who is like you? Who is like you? Who is like you? Adonai. מלכותך ראו בניך בוקי הים, לפני משה ומרים זה אלינו, ענו ואמרו אדוני. אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. Who is like you? Adonai.
Top of the next page.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Lishalom V'hamidenu Shomreinu L'chaim Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Lishalom V'hamidenu Shomreinu L'chaim. Shield us, guard us, lay us down in peace. Save us, bless us, let us sleep tonight. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Lishalom V'hamidenu Shomreinu L'chaim. Help us, guide us as we fall asleep. Gift us, grant us shelter, rest, and peace. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Lishalom V'hamidenu Shomreinu L'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Lishalom V'hamidenu Shomreinu L'chaim.
Page 154.
Yismechu v'malechutecha Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat V'kore oneg Shabbat. Yismechu v'malechutecha Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat V'kore oneg Shabbat. Mekadesh Shevi Shabbat Kulam Yisbeu V'yitangu mitu v'chashabat. Yismechu v'malechutecha Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat V'kore oneg Shabbat. Yismechu v'malechutecha Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat V'kore oneg Shabbat. V'hashvi'i ratzita bo v'kidashto Shabbat Chemdad yamim Oto karata Shabbat. Yismechu v'malechutecha Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat V'kore oneg Shabbat. Yismechu v'malechutecha Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat V'kore oneg Shabbat. Zecher L'maaseh Bereshit Shabbat. Zecher L'maaseh Bereshit Shabbat. Yismechu v'malechutecha Shomre, Shomre, Shomre Shabbat, V'koreh oneg Shabbat, Yismechu v'malechutecha, Shomre, Shomre, Shomre Shabbat, V'koreh oneg Shabbat.
Let's rise now together for the Amidah.
Adonai sifatai tiftachu fi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'hanoro, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Dovim, V'konei Hakor, V'zocher chasdei avot v'imahot, U'mevii geula lifnei v'neihem, Leman shemo b'ahava, Melech ozer u'moshia u'magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayei hakol atah rav lehoshia. Morid atah, Mechakel hayim bechesed, Mechayei hakol berachamim rabim. Samech naflim verofei cholim, U'matir asurim, U'mekayem emunato, Lishenei yafa, Michamocha v'gevurot, U'mido melech, Melech limit u'mechayeh, U'maziach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah l'chachayot hako. Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hako. Atah kadosh shimcha kadosh, U'kdoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
Together on page 160. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may we all live in such a way that this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Be gracious, Adonai, our God, to your people Israel, and receive our prayers with love. And may our worship always be acceptable to you. Fill us with the knowledge that you are near to all who seek you in truth. Let our eyes behold your presence in our midst and in the midst of our people in Zion. Blessed is Adonai, whose presence renews Zion. Baruch atah Adonai, hamachazir shechinato leZion. Top of 163. For the good in us, which calls us to a better life, we give thanks.
For the strength to improve the world with our hearts and our hands, we offer praise.
For the desire in us which leads us to work for peace, we are grateful.
for life and nature, harmony and beauty, for the hope of tomorrow. All praise the source of being.
For all these things, O sovereign, let your name be forever praised and blessed. O God, our Redeemer and Helper, let all who live affirm you and praise your name in truth. Blessed are you, Adonai, your name is goodness, and you are worthy of thanksgiving. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'eh lehodot.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki Adoi Melech Adon Lecho HaShalom. Ki Adoi Melech Adon Lecho HaShalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov be'einecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
On page 253, we take time in our service to think of those who are in need of healing, a healing of body, a healing of spirit. If you are thinking of one or more than one and you wish to share their names out loud, I invite you to do so as my eyes meet yours. For all those we mention out loud, for all those we mention in our hearts, together we pray for healing.
Mishebeiro Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Imotenu. May the source of strength who blessed the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishebeirach imotenu Mekor HaBracha the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri, Vegoali, Let's rise now together for Kiddush. And any of the kids who haven't yet celebrated Bar or Bat Mitzvah are welcome to join us up on the Bima and to receive a little Kiddush cup from Karen Jacobs, our board member.
Oh, and we have a hedgehog on the beamer.
Any other takers?
What?
Staring in the back? No? Okay. All right. Good. Karen's also going to lead us in the English of Kiddush. You can find the Hebrew on page 5 in your prayer books.
Let us praise God with the symbol of joy and give thanks for the blessings of the past week, for life and strength, for home and love and friendship, for the discipline of our trials and temptations, for the happiness that has come to us out of our labors. You have ennobled us, O God, by the blessings of work, and in love have sanctified us by Sabbath, rest, and worship as ordained in the Torah. 6 days shall you labor and do your work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath to be hallowed unto the Eternal, your God.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, אשר קידשנו במצוותו ורצה בשבת קודשו באהבה וברצון הנחילנו זיכרון למעשה וראשית כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש זכר יציאת מצרים כי באנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת.
Amen.
L'chaim.
L'chaim. We stretch our hands over our children, whether they're on the bima or maybe to the left or right of us, and we say over them, may God bless you.
May God bless you
And protect you.
and protect you.
May God's light
May God's light
shine in you
shine in you
and inspire you.
and inspire you.
May God's countenance
May God's countenance
ever be turned toward you
ever be turned toward you
and bless you
and bless you
with shalom,
with shalom,
with peace.
with peace.
Amen.
Amen.
You keeping the cups or you want to give them back? What do you want to do?
We blessed a hedgehog too. Did you see?
We did bless the hedgehog too. It's named Rainbow. In case you were
Appropriately.
wondering. It's a good name. Let's remain standing as we continue with our Seder Kriyat HaTorah, our service for the reading of Torah.
Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, olam omed. Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, olam omed. Al Torah v'al Avodah v'al Gemilut Chasadim. Al Torah v'al Avodah v'al Gemilut Chasadim. Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, olam olam omed.
Scalpel. Right. We can set aside our Sidurim and take up our Humashim, our study text of Torah. We are on page 1074 in the Plout commentary in your copy of the Torah. Page 1074. This is the very beginning of Parashat Pinchas, which means we get to read about the aftermath of last week's Torah portion. Remember how I said last week there was the beginning of the Torah portion was really exciting, and the end of the Torah portion was really exciting, and we read the part that wasn't really exciting. We got to the less exciting part. This is the aftermath of one of the really exciting parts. The Israelites, as is their wont from time to time, has decided to practice idolatry following after the local yokels and have been led astray, and nobody knows what to do, and everybody's all of a dither. This is the end of last week. And Pinchas decides he's going to resolve it by, stabbing somebody. And hey, it worked, apparently. It stopped whatever calamity was going on. But we read that part of the portion, we read that Torah portion, and we read about Pinchas stabbing actually two somebodies. And we kind of go, really? But then we get the beginning of this Torah portion, and it begins with God giving Pinchas a Brit Shalom, which often gets translated as a covenant of well-being. But The word shalom, of course, means, you all passed Hebrew school, come on. Peace. Okay, great, thank you. I was going to say you all have an extra 30 seconds of Yom Kippur as a result. Come on. If you look in your plout, you will see that the word shalom in Hebrew, you don't need a lot of Hebrew for this, but you'll find the word shalom, and you'll see that the word is written weird. The vav, the o part of shalom, is small. Almost as if, like, an elementary school kid ran out of space. And that is true in every single Torah portion. In every Torah, everywhere, you will see that the Brit Shalom, the Shalom, is written strange, as if smaller. What's that about? What's going on? Does it have something to do with Pinchas and his over-enthusiasm, his zealousness? Is there something else going on? That's what we're going to explore. So once again, we're on page 1074 in our Torah portion. And I'm going to ask forward anyone who has felt that they had to take an impulsive action in the last week. If you felt like you had to step forward when nobody else would step forward, if you felt like you were waiting for someone to do something, to fix the situation, to say the right thing, and you waited and waited and it ended up having to be you, come on up, if that describes you. Who was especially brave this week? Who was especially excited this week? Maybe even zealous this week? Kim, what was that? Every mom does every week. Well, if that describes you, come on up. Okay. Now that we have one, maybe other people will be less intimidated. You can stay wherever you want, but the brachas are over here. So yeah. We're also going to welcome up Samantha Singleton, who last week stepped before a Beit Din and immersed herself in mikveh and joined the Jewish people, which is very cool. So she gets a special blessing. She gets a special blessing after y'all do the Torah blessing. Whenever you guys are ready. Baruch Adonai Ambarach Leolam Vaed. Amen. V'yedaber Adonai el Moshe lemor. God spoke to Moses, saying, Pinchas ben Elazar ben Aharon haKohen heshiv et chamoti me'al bnei Yisrael b'kano et kaniti betocham. Pinchas, the son of Elazar, the son of Aaron the priest, subdued my anger, alleviated my anger from upon the Israelites, relieved the Israelites of my wrath through his zealousness on my behalf, on God's behalf, in their midst. V'lo chiliti et b'nei Yisrael b'kanoti lachen, b'kanoti. And so I didn't wipe out Israel in my zealousness. Lachen. Therefore, Emor hineni noten lo et briti shalom. Say then, here, give to him my covenant of peace, with a little less yud. Vayatan lo ulzro'o acharav brit kahunot olam, tachat asher kana lelohav v'chiper al b'nei Yisrael. And he will have, and his descendants, by the way, after him, a covenant of priesthood forever on account of his being zealous on God's behalf and therefore making atonement for the Israelite people. Amen. Yasher call to both of you, and for you we say, Mishaberach Avotenu v'Imotenu, may the one who blessed our ancestors bless you, Samantha, as you join the Jewish people, as you willingly choose to make yourself a part of this community and a part of this people. You have chosen for yourself, though you are connected forever to the family that bore you and raised you. You have chosen for yourself a new name, Samara bat Avraham v'Sarah. May you live up to that name. May it be for you a name that brings you pride and brings pride to the Jewish people. May you find always in this and in all synagogues a place of comfort, a shelter, and may you commit yourself to the work that is our work, to the covenant that is our covenant, to the mitzvot that are our responsibility. And let us say, Amen.
Let us join in together in the blessing to mark this specific occasion.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
Would one of you take this? And Samantha, will you take that? And we're going to rise for Hagbah and Glilah, the lifting up and the dressing of our Sefer Torah, and we're going to remain standing as we put it away.
וזאת התורה אשר שם משה לפני בני ישראל. אדוני ליד משה. עץ חיים היא למחזיקים בו בתומך מאושר תרחך דרכנו בכל נתיבותיך שלום השיבנו אדוני אליך ונשובה חיידיש חיידיש ימינו חיידיש ימינו כקדם.
Please be seated. And Samantha, Mazel Tov again. This past Wednesday, after dropping our son off at camp up in the Poconos, Marissa and I found ourselves with a free evening. So what do you do when you're free on a weeknight? You go to the JCC pool for one of their barbecues and you hang out and watch everybody else chase their kids instead. When we arrived, we could hear live music coming from the pool deck, which always makes me a little nervous. And when we got ourselves settled, we found out that it was a band of high school-aged kids, although from my vantage point, it looked like they had just celebrated their bar mitzvahs. And they were playing a whole bunch of classic rock. Like, literally nothing that they were playing was something that they would have experienced firsthand. Like their parents' and grandparents' generation. Dire Straits and the Beatles and Lynyrd Skynyrd, not Freebird, thank God, and Bryan Adams, and you get the idea. But here's the thing. They were really good. They were accurate, and they were technically very precise, and they clearly had rehearsed together a lot, and they performed it well. Dylan, they did an okay job? They're all right. They're all right. Maybe we shouldn't be so surprised by high schoolers playing well, but they did a really nice job. You know, the one kid nailed the Clapton solo on While My Guitar Gently Weeps. I mean, they got it. And as Marissa pointed out, as we got in the car to leave that evening, as good as they were, they added nothing to any of the songs. They were perfectly accurate, technically correct covers. Now, there's nothing wrong with that per se, but it does beg the question. Did they feel what they were playing? You know, did they get it? Were they emotionally invested in the music? Could they even be emotionally invested in the music? Or were they mostly focused on just trying to hit all the right notes? There's an important question in that, a question of emotional content. As important as skills and facts and details are, without emotional connection, it lacks the ability to move us, the ability for us to learn meaningfully. No doubt they played the songs well. But at no point did their performance make the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. You know the feeling. And if that doesn't happen, what's the point? And in fact, we know that without an emotional connection, people simply will not learn. They will not take action to correct or repair what is needed in this world. As an example, just from this past week, we can talk about food insecurity among children all we want, and we do, a lot. And we can cite statistics and trends, or we can read a newspaper article about a school district near Wilkes-Barre that threatens families that haven't paid for their children's meals with involvement from Child Protective Services. It's not that we didn't know that people were suffering and that children were going hungry and that there was a crisis in nutrition in this country, but it took a story like that to cause thousands of dollars of donations to flood in. Donations that were, by the way, initially refused. It's not enough for us to know the facts. We need emotional knowledge as well. The philosopher Richard Rorty wrote, "The idea that we have an overriding obligation to diminish cruelty, to make human beings equal in respect to their liability to suffering, seems to take for granted that there is something within human beings which deserves respect and protection quite independently of the language they speak. It suggests that a non-linguistic ability, the ability to feel pain, is what's important, and that differences in vocabulary are much less important. which is to say, I can talk all I want about a subject. What resonates for us is when we feel the other person's pain. Rorty goes on to argue that those of us who are not suffering therefore have an obligation to speak for the victims, especially when the victims are silenced. We give voice, we describe the pain that other people are feeling in order to move all of us toward empathy and action. Knowing the problem isn't enough. Our task is not just to know, but to really know. Our task is to get it. Which takes me to the portion I just read. Look, Pinchas is a complicated guy. We see his action, an action of violence. There's no two ways around it. And like his victims, we get stuck on the end of his spear. And the rabbis themselves of the tradition are conflicted about him too, arguing in the Talmud that they would never have sanctioned his choices. But on the other hand, in the Midrash, the rabbis point out that Pinchas acts when others hesitate. And his actions are what saved the people from disaster. Everyone saw what was happening. Everyone saw that Israel was descending into idolatry. Everyone knew the facts. But only Pinchas was willing to act. Only Pinchas got it. Which leads to us. Rarely are we faced with moments of complete moral clarity. Most of the time, there's some level of ambiguity. Facts alone will not help us choose what to do, what the correct course of action is. And facts alone will not help our neighbors choose what to do. Talking about statistics and quoting articles is not the same thing as giving voice to suffering. Playing the notes well and correctly is important. It's essential. But so is making sure that we make the hair on the back of people's necks stand up. We must be moved, and we must move others. In a way, that's what it means to be Jewish, to know and to really know. Or as my colleague Cynthia Robinson posted earlier today, no relation. At least I hope not, she's a UCC minister. It's not about doing jobs. We're not called to do tasks. We're called to engage in relationships. The mitzvot lead us to relationships. And relationships are what lead us to be moved. Before I read from the Torah, I pointed out that Pinchas's Brit Shalom is written defectively. The word shalom has that reduced vav. Hopefully everybody saw that in the Plout. As if to say that the peace Pinchas is receiving is diminished by his actions. But what I didn't tell you is that Pinchas's name in the Hebrew is also increased. He gets an extra letter in his name in this Torah portion. He gets a yud. That little letter that everybody forgets about, kind of looks like a this. He gets one of those that wasn't there before. It is worth noting, by the way, that Yud and Vav are two of the key letters in God's name, which is the long way around of saying Pinchas gets it. emotionally as well as intellectually. We don't have to agree with his choices. And we know that there are consequences to any choice we make. And certainly we may worry about the outcomes and repercussions of what we choose to do. But when people suffer, we can't wait for the facts to save us. We must be moved by their suffering, and we must act, even if we don't end up landing all the notes correctly. Ken Yehiratzon. May it be God's will. Our service is on page 282 as we rise for Aleinu L'Shabbat. Page 282.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'Adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
And on page 287.
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
On page 294. However brief may be our time on earth, O God, you endow our fleeting days with abiding worth. If you are in the first 30 days of your mourning, I invite you to rise at this time. And if you are in the first year of your mourning, I invite you to rise. If on this Shabbat you observe a yard site, the anniversary of a loved one's passing, I invite you to rise at this time. And if it is your custom to rise to remember those whom only we can remember, I invite you to do so as we join together in Mourner's Kaddish. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah Bi'alma divrach irte v'yamlich malchute b'chayechon u'vyomechon u'v'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael ba'agala u'visman kariv v'yimru Amen. Yehi Shemei Rabbah Mevarach Le'olam Olamei Almaya Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh V'yithadar V'yithaleh V'yithalal Shemei D'Kudusha B'richu Le'ela Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tushbachata V'nechemata Da'amiran B'alma V'yimru Amen. Yehi Shalom Rabba Min Shemaya V'chaim Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom B'imromav Hu Ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. We remember Jack Goldfeder, Donna R. Thomas, Philip Merwin, Regina Miller, Joseph M. Barsky, Bessie Cohen, Laya Gayduk, Belle Goldstein, Mary Jacobs, Zelda Kroshauer, Isidore K. Kreshtool, Marjorie S. Lewis, Esther Miller, Morton Radney, Marvin Roden, Louis Resnick Sachs, Stamford Silvestri, Meyer Tannen, Veronica Tannen, Marvin Wiener, Eugene Wiener, Esther Wiener. And I would ask if you have a name to add, feel free to do so as my eyes scan around the room. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be a blessing as we say, Amen. Please be seated. To the guests in our congregation, welcome. It's a joy to be able to celebrate with each and every one of you. I hope you will stick around for our Oneg Shabbat. Introduce yourself to somebody wearing a white or a gold badge, or just give us the opportunity to get to know you better. Samantha, once again, Mazal Tov, and hopefully we'll be seeing you on a very regular basis. That's a look. Torah study and service in the round tomorrow at 9:30. Starting at 9:30, I believe Judith and Singa is leading tomorrow. And next week, Kabbalat Shabbat and Torah study as well as lots else going on. We have our ongoing school supply drive for Jacob's Pantry, and we're still always collecting donations of food for that, even though we are now getting food bank support. Some weeks the support's better than others. So, don't forget about us, and especially we're still looking for volunteers. So if you're interested in volunteering for Joseph's Pantry, we would love to have you. Lots else going on. If you have one of those Sabbath lights, one of those pink documents that you carried in, carry that home with you with the insert and find yourself in all the programming we have. We are going to conclude our service by joining together on page 322.
343.
This
with
says 322,
I
Cantor.
changed it. I'm sorry.
Well, you gotta write the numbers down. I gotta read I only read what you put in front of me. On page 343.
With Oziv Zimrat, yeah.
That's all
my
right.
fault.
Oy ziv zimrat ya, vayahi li lishua. Oy ziv zimrat ya, vayahi li lishua. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our prayer is joyfully said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Thank you.